Hi, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Today we're going to get into the First Samuel, the fourth chapter. Lord, we're going to just be edifying to the elect. Alright, so this is First Samuel. This is the book of First Samuel, chapter 4, verse 1. And it reads, And the word of Samuel came to all Israel. Now Israel went out against the Philistines to battle and pitched beside Ebenezer, and the Philistines pitched in Aphek. And the Philistines put themselves in array against Israel, and when they joined battle, Israel was smitten before the Philistines, and they slew off the army in the field about 4,000 men. So the Philistines attacked Israel, killing about 4,000 of them. And when the people were coming to the camp, the elders of Israel said, Wherefore hath the Lord smitten us today before the Philistines? Let us fetch the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of Shiloh unto us, that when it cometh among us, it may save us out of the hand of our enemies. So the people went to Shiloh, that they might bring from thence the ark of the covenant of the Lord of hosts, which dwelleth between the cherubims. And the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were there with the ark of the covenant of God. And when the ark of the covenant of the Lord came into the camp, all Israel shouted with a great shout, so that the earth rang. Again, damn. So they were shouting so loud that the earth began to shake. And that must have been really loud. And when the Philistines heard the noise of the shout, they said, What meaneth the noise of this great shout in the camp of the Hebrews? Oh, so they also heard it, damn. And it's more than likely that they weren't in close distance of each other. They had to be pretty far apart because they are at war. And they understood that the ark of the Lord was coming to the camp. Also, they knew. And the Philistines were afraid, for they said, God is coming to the camp. And they said, Woe unto us, for there have not been such a thing heretofore. Woe unto us, who shall deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods? These are the gods that smote the Egyptians with all the plagues in the wilderness. Also, they knew. They knew very well. Verse 9, Be strong and quit yourselves like men, O ye Philistines, that ye be not servants unto the Hebrews, as they have been to you. Quit yourselves like men and fight. Basically, stand up and fight like your men. Be strong. And the Philistines fought, and Israel was smitten, and they fled every man into his tent. And there was a very great slaughter, for there fell of Israel 30,000 footmen. Wow. Damn. And the ark of God was taken, and the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were slain. Hey, there you go. That the Lord did say that was going to happen. Let me see if I can get it. Should be the last verse. Yeah, First Samuel chapter 2, verse 34. And this shall be a sign unto thee that shall come upon thy sons on Hophni and Phinehas, and one day they shall die both of them. There you go. So that was fulfilled. The day 30,000 Israel footmen was slaughtered, and the ark of God was taken. You know, Hophni and Phinehas was slain. Verse 12. And there ran a man of Benjamin out of the army, and came to Shiloh the same day with his clothes rent. and with earth upon his head. And when he came, lo, Eli sat upon the seat by the wayside watching, for his heart trembled for the ark of God. And when the man came into the city and told it, all the city cried out. And when Eli heard the noise of the crying, he said, What meaneth the noise of this tumult? And the man came in hastily and told Eli. Now Eli was 98 years old, and his eyes were dim, that he could not see because he was old. No, his eyes were closing. And the man said unto Eli, I am he that came out of the army, and I fled today out of the army. And he said, What is there done, my son? And the messenger answered and said, Israel is fled before the Philistines, and there have been also a great slaughter among the people. And thy two sons also, Hophni and Phinehas, are dead, and the ark of God is taken. Man, so Eli just receiving bad news upon bad news. Wow. And it came to pass, when he made mention of the ark of God, that he fell from off the seat backward by the side of the gate, and his neck brake, and he died. For he was an old man and heavy, and he had judged Israel 40 years. Man, that's a very horrible way to go. Man, you go out like that, you fell off your seat backwards, and your neck broke. Man, and he was overweight too. Damn. Verse 19. And his daughter-in-law, Phinehas' wife, was with child, near to be delivered. And when she heard the tidings that the ark of God was taken, and that her father-in-law and her husband were dead, she bowed herself and travailed, for her pains came upon her. Oh wow! So as soon as she heard that news, she she went into labor. And about the time of her death, the woman that stood by her said unto her, Fear not, for thou hast borne a son. But she answered not, neither did she regard it. While she died in childbirth. Yeah, she died in childbirth. Verse 21, and it reads, and she, verse 21, and she reads, uh, and she named the child Ichabod, saying, The glory is departed from Israel, because the ark of God was taken, and because her father-in-law and her husband. And she said, The glory is departed from Israel, for the ark of God is taken. And that is the end of First Samuel, the fourth chapter. It basically went into how the Philistines and Israel fought against each other, and the Philistines prevailed twice, and they ultimately took the Ark of the Covenant, and Hophni and Phinehas both died in the same day. Yeah, so the willing that was pleasing to the Lord and edifying to the elect, and I want to say Shalom.